guys that you call when you're ready to brawl. We them guys that you call cause you know that you'll fall. We them guys that you call when you're ready to brawl. We them guys that you call.
Good morning and welcome to BBs with Boogie. I'm your host Boogie, and this is the show that gives you the cold hard facts about airsoft. I really want to thank everybody that's watched the first couple videos. It means a whole lot, and I hope you guys can like and share and drop a comment down below. I want to talk today about chest rigs. So that's chest rigs, plate carriers, or battle belts, or anything that you use to bring extra magazines onto the field. When I was trying to decide how many magazines I wanted to bring on the field, I again tried to relate it to paintball. So in paintball, I would carry a pod pack. That would be like a 4+3, so I would have 4 main components with maybe a strap to secure those pods in, and then I would have 3 that were just in like a bungee on the outside for quick access. I never really shot that much paint. Typically I would fill my hopper about 3 times, so that'd be about 600 rounds. So I knew kind of where I was going to be in the shooting. The only difference is the full auto aspect of airsoft definitely ramps up the ability to dump your magazine in less than 5-6 seconds. So I decided that I didn't really need the full plate carrier style. The full plate carrier style is great for milsim. For the everyday skirmish at my local field on a Sunday afternoon, going in that full milsim rig doesn't add any benefit other than for the cosplay aspect of it or the role play aspect of it. So aside from that, there is not really any reason to have a full plate carrier that has a mock plate in it that is weighted. A lot of guys will run a plate carrier with a mock plate in it that has weight so that they feel like they are carrying the real thing. To each their own, but for me, I just want to be competitive and have some fun on the field. So what I decided to go with was I chose a chest rig. Now a chest rig has an exposed front, a mostly exposed back with some spots for some Velcro. It does not have MOLLE on the back, but there is MOLLE around the whole side, which is like a battle belt. Instead of a battle belt where it's strapped tightly around your waist, this takes the load on the shoulders, so if you will. So taking the load on the shoulders is definitely a better way of carrying it, I figured. Just because that way I wasn't, I mean, these things aren't heavy, but they're not weighing me down all day while I'm just playing the game. I do carry 2 magazines in a flip style pouch, and those are going to be quick access, and that's mostly what I run through in a game, which is the one in my mag plus the 2, and then I have 2 kangaroo pouches that are a little bit harder to get the magazines in and out of. So those are reserved for those last ditch efforts when I just keep spraying BBs and I can't seem to get the guy. So that is for that scenario. Other than that, 2 pistol mags for my 1911, which will be in a later review by SRC. And that is that. So when you're trying to decide what you should carry, just go with what works for you. If you can afford nothing, then like a lot of guys say, stick a couple of mags in your pocket, grab a rental gun and go out there and have fun. But if you do have a little bit of a budget, I would go in the $50 to $100 range. I would stay away from the cross draw vest. So that is the all-in-one, ready-to-go vest that they sell at all of the military surplus stores, and they do sell it at some of the online retailers for airsoft, but I just don't feel like that is a specific option for you because you're going to be limited to what's already attached to that vest. You aren't able to modularly adjust that or change that out for your playstyle. So something with a little bit of MOLLE like the Condor chest rig that I have, which allows you to attach up to about 6 or 8 mags worth of ammo, depending on if you go double stacked or not, because there are those double stacked pouches. But that is that. So I hope this gives you guys a clearer view on maybe what you should go with. Like I said, stick in the $50 to $100 range. Don't go too much above that. Stay away from a cross draw. I would suggest the chest rig if you're money conscious, because sometimes those plate carriers can get up there, and what you're paying for is you're paying for realism. That is essentially what you are paying for. But anything made by Condor is going to be a great product. So I definitely endorse that, and I endorse you going to your local Badlands to pick that up, as I have my Killing for Badlands patch, and I hope you guys can see that. So, proudly killing for Badlands, Badlands Paintball Supply, shout out to you. Shout out to Panther Airsoft Limited now. Used to be Panther Paintball Limited, but Panther Airsoft and Elliot out there. Big shouts out to everybody in the Airsoft community, and good night.